guys, welcome back to Watch Addiction Watch Reviews. Today we're taking a look at EGARD, a watch company. I've reviewed one of their models in the past. It was that cool kind of, I believe it was a mechanically wound watch. It was like an octagon shape. It was a pretty cool watch, I remember. And EGARD always has some pretty neat and interesting designs. And today is something really special. It's a really cool hand-engraved watch that they came out with. This is the EGARD Poseidon Octo Steel Automatic Dive Watch. Not really a true dive watch, it's only 100 meters, but it obviously resembles a dive watch. And the watch itself came in that box you see down there. Then it also does come with a pamphlet, as you can see here, with your warranty information and such inside. And if you buy one of their watches and you write a review, you will get 25% off. There's a lot of cool stuff on their website. You can actually build your own watch. I was scrolling through their website. You can actually put together everything in the watch, the case, the dial, the band, and all that cool stuff. So I thought that was pretty cool there. But let's get into it. Actually, that's the watch I reviewed. Yep, that was a really cool watch, very well made. Yeah, so pretty decent watch company. I believe they're based out of California. And yeah, let's get into it. So here's the box it actually came in, the Poseidon. And as you can see, it's a very nice box. And oh, there's the watch. But let me show you the actual box. So the box itself is, I believe this is leather, not 100% sure. But it's a very nice box. It's quite large as well. Some nice white stitching. You open up the box, and inside, I'm going to take out the watch. And it does come with an extra band as well, and let's get into it. Now today on my wrist is the Oceanica Seahorse for a wristwatch check. I just popped this off my wrist. It's a pretty cool watch that's actually on Kickstarter and funding right now. And I thought I'd show it to you. It's actually a really neat super compressor styled watch. This is the black dial variant. Now let's get into the new EGARD watch. So here in front of you is the Poseidon Octo Steel, and as you can see, it's completely engraved all around. The watch itself is made of solid 316L stainless steel, but it's engraved with all these neat things on the bracelet, the sides of the case, the top of the lugs, basically everything but the dial and bezel. And it's very well done. As you can see, this is not a cheap process, and that's probably the reason most brands don't do it. But this came out very good. As you can see here, everything is extremely neat on a macro level. There are no mistakes or anything like that. Since it is a dive style watch, you do get a little sea star here. As you can see, a turtle here. I thought that was pretty cool. An anchor here. You do get their steering wheel for a ship here. A little vintage diving helmet. Just a bunch of cool stuff. You get the anchor here. And I think it's just really cool. Even on the full buckle is done as well. Now I have seen some stuff floating around Instagram, people taking their Rolex watches and actually doing this to their watch, which I thought maybe was an inspiration for this. I don't know. But yeah, I've seen that done before on Instagram. Only like one photo that was extremely popular. Anyway, the watch itself is a solid 316L stainless steel, pretty much the industry standard nowadays for a decent timepiece. It is 44 millimeters in terms of diameter. It is 12 millimeters thick, including the bezel and crystal. And it is about 48 millimeters lug to lug. So it's really all not that big. I found it, to wear a bit smaller than a 44 millimeter watch for some reason. Probably the lug to lug distance there. Now the dial is done in this nice grid style, as you can see here. I think that's pretty cool. And you have to do something different. If you had a plain, matte black dial, it would just kind of look out of place with all this nice handwork on the bracelet and case. So I think it was much needed to do something different with the dial. The applied markers are fully loomed with Super Luminova. It glows green. The loom isn't bad either. We get date aperture at 3. Screw down crown, 100 meters of water resistance. We do get a unidirectional rotating bezel, which is pretty decent also. As you can see here, the action is fairly sturdy, and everything does line up perfectly, so no quality control or issues or nothing like that. But the crown is screwed down, covered by lug guards. It's in a typical kind of Submariner style, but it's not really like a one-to-one thing. Now, there's a bunch of cool stuff on this watch. So the clasp is signed EGARD here. I'm going to pop this open. We get one of these stronger clasps. It's not one of those cheap ones. And if you look at the case back, there's a really nice octopus there, which is pretty cool. It does state sapphire crystal automatic with that nice octopus. This bracelet does contain solid end links as well. I just thought that was really cool there. the octopus. It just looks, I don't know, it looks pretty cool. And these watches all are numbered separately, so each one is an edition, which is something pretty cool there. So other than the crazy hand engraving, it's a very simple, easy to use dive watch. It's an automatic watch, of course. The crown functions the movement. It's using a Miyota 8215. Most of you are pretty familiar with that movement. You get hand winding, you don't get hacking, you get a decent power reserve. It beats at 3 Hertz. You get a quick set date over at 3. So you can self-wind the movement to give it some juice if you want. It's already running. And then the second position, we can quick set the date there. Then your final position, we can set the time here. So no issues there. Very simple, long hands, sword shaped on the minutes hand and the hour hand, filled with loom as well. Very easy to use. The crown is very easy to grasp as well, so no problems with that. Now, some other stuff about this watch. The crystal itself, of course, is a genuine sapphire crystal, which I'm pretty happy that they used that. You know, for a watch with this high quality finishing and such, definitely a sapphire crystal is a must on this timepiece. Now the bracelet is brushed on the sides. I believe it's using pins. If I get you a little closer here. Yeah, it is using pins. So there are no screws on the bracelet, if you were wondering. But the bracelet itself, it's completely flush. You can't even tell it's like connected here. It's very, very well fitted to the case. I did notice that. We have 22mm lug widths here, which is pretty standard for a 44mm case. But other than that, it's definitely a very neat looking watch. It's something very different from the rest. Obviously, I'm pretty sure there are no other watches on the market with this level of handwork done on their timepieces. Obviously, it's a more expensive process, so the price is going to be a bit higher. But you are getting something completely unique and different, and you probably won't see anybody else with a watch that resembles this ever. So it's definitely a one-of-a-kind thing. I really like how they did the sides of the case. If I get you a little closer here, I really like that design here. You get the logo engraved on the screw-down crown as well. And it just looks very cool. It's very fashionable also, I would say, if you want to look at it like that. Everything is really neat though. There are no errors, no mistakes. Very smooth to the hands. You know, it's not going to like cut your skin or anything like that. It's very smooth. So yeah, definitely a good job on this one. Now I'm going to get you a loom shot. And I'm also going to show you how it looks on my wrist. But first I want to show you the strap it came with. It does come with one extra strap there. And it is a Zulu style genuine leather band. It's kind of like suede and soft. So this is the extra band it came with. And it's actually a very good quality band. You have the Zulu style buckles here. Signed EGARD, polished hardware. It's very soft. Almost feels like suede, as you can see here. It's very nice. On the back I believe it does... They did emboss their logo right here, which is very nice, and of course genuine leather right there. So definitely a nice accessory. I think it matches the case well. I think it matches the dial also. You have the white accent stitching over here on the ends, and I think it's just a nice accessory to add on. You know, the box is very nice strap. I think all around it's a decent package. Now here's a loom shot for all you guys out there. It is super luminova. It does glow green. You know, it's not something like Seiko Lumibright, but it definitely gets the job done. You will be able to read it at night. It doesn't fade super quick, and I think it's definitely usable. Now here's the watch on my 6.5-inch wrist. It's very comfortable. It doesn't sit that tall at 12mm, and you really get to see all that nice design there straight in your face. It's really quite crazy how they did this. Must have taken a lot of time to do this, but it definitely looks really nice. And if I get you a backside here, you can see the signed EGARD clasp as well. So all in all, guys, I think it's a really cool watch. You know, I've never really experienced a watch like this in my life. You know, there are companies that will custom engrave your Rolex or any other watch with something like this, but you know, they're doing it straight out of, you know, their own factory or wherever they make their watches. And I think it's pretty cool. It's something different. You know, in this smaller, you know, brand territory, it's definitely very unique and one of a kind. And I think they did a good job on it. Let me know what you guys think down in the comment section below as usual. I will drop a link to their website so you can check them out. They have a lot of watches, I think. They have tons of different models. It's hard to keep up, and the owner did tell me they are coming out with a lot of interesting stuff in the future as well. So definitely stay tuned. Let me know what you think. Throw me a like if you like this video. Definitely subscribe to the channel if you haven't right now by hitting that red button down in the bottom right corner of your screen. You can find me at Watch Addict Channel. www.watchaddictchannel.com is the blog. I have a lot of stuff coming in for review lately, so definitely stay tuned to the channel. You don't want to miss it. I'll see you guys real soon. Once again, thanks so much for tuning in. Bye.